You're about to watch a clip from the Videomaker podcast. If you want to see the whole episode, click the link in the description. This is not a wild card. Chris knows I wanted to bring this topic up. He just doesn't know the answer for it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna throw it at him. Then it's gonna click.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be like, oh yeah, duh. Okay. So the topic is, how can I fake being on camera during a video conference? So this is for you have to be on a video conference for work. There's 16 people on the call. You're not obligated to really participate much other than listen and, answer if they call on you or something like that. How do you fake being on there? You need to get up, you need to go get a LaCroix out of the refrigerator and get back, and you don't want your boss to see that you're away. How do you fake that?
So first of all, you got to get one of those blow-up dolls and really work on their face so they look like
the answer
print.
Print out. So Homer Simpson did this. Remember when Homer needed to sneak out of work? He had a little picture of himself working on a Polaroid, and he taped it to the camera, and then he left. They didn't cover the fact that if you did that, no light would hit it.
This is your whole idea came from the movie Speed, right?
Speed, yes, and that's the real way to do this. So if anyone has seen the movie Speed, you'll recall that they had to sneak everyone off the bus, but the bad guy was watching what was on the bus via the camera, the security camera that was inside the bus. He had hacked it, so he was seeing inside the bus at all the people who he was holding hostage. They needed to sneak everyone out without the bad guy knowing. And the solution was they fed a looped recording through the camera to the bad guy.
Yeah. And
so the bad guy was watching this looped recording of everyone sitting there twiddling their thumbs while everyone was sneaking out the door. They did this high energy thing where they had to jump across because they couldn't slow down. They had to go 55 miles. They had to jump across from one bus to another or something.
Yeah. That Keanu Reeves, he's just amazing.
So you can do this with your webcam.
You could definitely do it. And, honestly, what's the low tech version of this? Film yourself and then let them use it, and then just use a screen in front of it.
So there's the low tech version. Put it on a laptop and point one webcam in front of the laptop.
Except for you might end up seeing the pixels, so just be careful there.
Well, no one's gonna be looking that close, so that's a good solution.
That might be the lowest tech version of it, just so you can go pick your nose or go to the bathroom or whatever.
So another way is to take a recording of yourself looking at the camera and nodding, looking away, taking notes or whatever. Do a 5-minute clip of that. And get ready to put it full screen on your computer. And when you need to go to the bathroom or go get the soda, you switch from your webcam to screen share and you hit play. There's a quick transition. You got to hit play before anyone notices the play button comes up. And then you're screen sharing this recording of yourself while you go get your drink or whatever. And, someone, as we were talking about this earlier, said, well, what if someone asks you a question or something? What do you do? Well, it happens all the time in conferences that, someone got their thing muted or... Yeah. Someone's and so they go hey, Chris, can you hear us? And that's a common thing. So if you hear that, listen for it.
Yeah.
So you can run back to the computer. That's one way to fake it.
And then make this transition without them seeing, even though they're looking at you now, that they're trying to get your attention. I think there might be a lot of things that could get you fired in this situation. Mike,
be careful. Be careful with this.
I think this is funny because Mike really likes meetings. Mike has a lot of meetings, and I don't like meetings. And I'm like, how can I do this in real life? We used to have a Justin Bieber cutout around here. I just need a Chris cutout so that I can go to meetings and not have to go actually go to them.
Here's the other way. There's another way to do this. Some video conferencing apps, so Zoom does this. Zoom is the most popular one. You can do green screens to replace your background. So the trick here is take that same recording of yourself and set it up as put a green screen back there
as the
background.
Yeah.
And just play it. And if you sit still normally, and even if you talk and participate, you're covering up yourself, but the background is still coming through, right?
Yeah.
You are providing an eclipse over your recording of yourself. And I saw this on Twitter today.
I worry that you've thought about this much.
Well,
you're the ones running the meetings.
I just discovered this one on Twitter this morning, this green screen one. So that's what you do. So you set this up. It's looping all the time, and it's a green screen. And whenever you get the chance, this is the transition is difficult. Actually, you might be able to do this by turning off your webcam and then turning it back on, you just clicked the wrong button or whatever. You got to get away from the green screen and let the green screen run by itself. So now you can step aside, and obviously when you step aside, you're gonna duplicate yourself. People are gonna see the recording and you sneaking away. But if you quickly turn off your webcam, get out of the shot, turn it back on, then you're going to be there.
Even better, just put your thumb over it. Move out of the shot.
Oh, there you go.
And then
That's
pull
it.
your thumb.
That's it.
So this is like every heist movie, right?
Yeah.
Is like, pretty girl's going to go over there and distract the security guard enough that we can put up the picture in front of the security camera so we can get past or whatever. How much you're going to use this or not. But the cool thing is this is actually something that could teach you about your technology. I mean, I've learned a little bit about how it all works today. And this is actually something we are more set up right now to deal with the technology and use it to our benefit than we've ever have. So if we had this situation 10 years ago, telecommuting and all that kind of stuff would be very difficult to pull off.
Yeah, even 10 years ago, the internet was a thing and had been for a while, but it was still really, really hard.
But people weren't telecommuting. And I mean, of course, I know that a lot of the Bay Area does this because of traffic. So they allow a lot of telecommuting. So, of course, the software companies and all that, they're all making content and people have been using this. But we're more set up than we've ever had in all of history of time to be able to do our work from home and in some kind of capacity. And so it's really, we're lucky that we are able to do that. We're lucky we're in the United States where a lot of this technology is very prevalent. Surely if you're in some other country, you might not have as much access, but then again, you might not be asked to be on a conference call and it might just be a phone call because that's how we used to do it. And then you just put your, phone on mute and put the TV back on and keep eating your popcorn.
That's right.